Good morning, friends. It has been a minute since I've posted a video, and so I wanted to jump back in and give you the update. So recently, Dick Harpootlian, who was the attorney for Alex Murdaugh, had a press conference. So I listened to the press conference and I was like, are injustices being done? Might Alex Murdaugh get off on murder because, the state has not turned over all the evidence? What is going on? Honestly, I was a teensy bit panicked and worried that maybe there would be some loophole by which this scoundrel could wiggle through and get out of paying the price for the crimes that he committed, allegedly. I believe he killed his wife and son, but right now he's assumed to be innocent until proven guilty. So allegedly committed. Okay, so what Dick was saying was that the state has 30 days to turn over all of the information that they have, the discovery, all the evidence and the proof that Alex is guilty. And he was saying, it is 32 days. We need justice. And I was like, okay, I'm sure there's more to this story. And then I listened to people who know things break it all down and explain it. So there's a couple of things that you need to know. Number one, the state does have 30 days to turn over all of their discovery. The thing is, they kind of never do that, ever. Now, they turn over some of the information, but not all of it. So it seems that the state has turned over some of the information, but not everything. Also, some of that information might need to be protected to protect people who have come out and spoken out against Alex. And so the state is trying to make sure that those people don't find themselves getting threatened or other stuff like that. They want to make sure that Alex and his attorneys don't have the ability to intimidate witnesses, etc. Also, Alex's attorneys are asking for a speedy trial. We want this trial done in January. Part of the reason that they're doing that is because they feel like if we ask for it really fast, then the state won't be able to get all their stuff together and he could skate and be, off for murder. This is a potential death penalty case. I don't think it's going to go to the death penalty, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the state has turned over some evidence, though not all. And Mr. Harpootlian is saying he's received nothing, but that's probably not true. He is not known to be a fan of strict truths. He does what my mama calls fixing the truth. Tell you a little bit of the truth or twist the truth a little bit. So they've gotten some information, but not all of it. Now, there are two main podcasts that I listen to, and that is my girl, Mandy Matney, on the Murdaugh Murders podcast. She's the best. She's put up two podcasts recently that do a deep dive and go way off into the weeds on this case. Now, I love a dive into the weeds as much as the next girl, but this podcast was oh God, it's so much information. Now, if you're a weeds kind of person, great. You're going to enjoy Mandy's last two podcasts. If not, then you want to jump over to, what is the name of the other podcast with Seton Hall and that other guy? I forget. Impact of Influence. That's also a good podcast. I find it to be not as thorough, but it'll give you the quick and dirty. If you just want to know boom, boom, what happened, Impact of Influence podcast will give you the quick and dirty. And so I listen to both. And normally while I love Mandy Matney, Impact of Influence got it done for me these last 2 weeks. But there's a lot of good information out there on this case. So you and me and all the other internet sleuths, well, I'm not a sleuth. I just basically sit around and listen to podcasts and then give my opinion on them, which, that's what I do. You probably do other things. So there's not a lot of movement in the case. I've spent 4 minutes telling you that nothing's going on. Not that nothing's going on, but nothing significant. There's been no headline news, despite all of the banging the table and pleas for justice from Alex's attorneys. Don't fall for it, boo. Nothing's happening. If there's a major update, Alex suddenly confesses or he drops dead or whatever, something like that, then I'll let you know. Also, Alex has a co-defendant that everybody's referring to as Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie is the dude who supposedly shot him in the head or tried to shoot him in the head or whatever, was involved in that shooting in the head roadside incident. So Cousin Eddie had been out on bond with an ankle monitor. Turns out, Eddie has not really stuck to the grounds of his probation or parole or release or whatever it is. He's just out doing everything. And then he also said to the judge, "Judge, I'm broke. I got no money, nothing." Turns out Cousin Eddie had $80,000 in his checking account. Or was it $50,000 in his checking account? Old broke Cousin Eddie had more in his checking account than I have in mine. Probably more than you have in yours. So he may have been fixing the truth. So Eddie was remanded back to jail, but he can't be in the same jail where Alex is because, they might conspire or whatever. So more to come on that. But until then, not lots going on, but that's probably good. Everybody should sit still and be quiet and let SLED and all those other people down in South Carolina do their work. And if something important happens, I'll report back and let you know. You have a great day. Bye.